So you know me, or maybe you don't, but at least 40 of you do. But I play Minecraft for a really long time, but something I have never ever done, except go outside and touch grass, is play hardcore. But how hard can that be really? I'm a veteran. So instead of playing simple vanilla hardcore with the same easy mobs as every other playthrough, I decided to put together some mods with new creatures, new cool stuff in general, and make it so a strange mist covers the entire world. So I have some goals that I need to complete in addition to just surviving. So stuff like constructing or finding a permanent house, make a farm. If I don't complete these goals that I have set, I have a wheel of punishment that I will make use of. Oh, this will be enjoyable. For you, that is, not me. So yeah, let's see how this goes. Day 1 started with me creating the world. And then I spawn into this nice little forest with some skeletons of players, I don't know. A skeleton horse as well, and a double chest. I'm very confused as to what this is. And I also see some wolves further down in the woods. So I use my great veteran skills to get away from them. I get lost in the woods in the process. And I eventually make my way to a village, where I steal, borrow. Borrow stuff for an undisclosed amount of time. Either way, I borrow their wheat, melons, brewing stands, and I am a general menace to society, basically. I also looted their blacksmith to arm myself. I heard boss music for something called an Iclops, which I don't really know what that is. I quickly moved away from that, so the bar disappeared, and I decided to sleep in one of the village houses for the first night. Except I couldn't. Some sleep paralysis demons kept spawning when I tried to sleep in one of the villagers' occupied beds. They dropped some weird stuff in ender pearls though, so I see that as an absolute win. For the second day, I figured I needed to find my own place in the world. I couldn't just stay in the safety of this village for the rest of these 100 days. Either way, I set out to find my own place. I ran for a while, until I came upon some sort of house with a nice little garden, complete with boar, and bees. I killed a boar and then I went inside. The house might be some sort of trap, you know? But I made my home there, for now at least. I settled in, I looted some of the chests, and I cleaned out the attic. Wow, these former owners probably never even cleaned the attic. They forgot they had hidden a gold block underneath all this wheat. Well, I got to work constructing a perimeter fence, but when I was cutting down trees, a fierce boar almost killed me. I slaughtered it, of course, collecting some pork in the process, and I hastily finished the fence and put down some torches, as to keep safe from all the mobs that would spawn. And that was not a moment too soon, since night fell, and mobs began spawning. I bravely, as the veteran I am, hid inside, spying on the mobs before heading to bed. So day 3 started with me expanding the fence, and then deciding to go inside and clear out some of the furniture, as it revealed a trapdoor hidden underneath a chair. And well, down there I found 2 gold blocks and some barrels. Very nice. I cleared out the gravel and kinda figured this would make a fine mine in the future. Well, I went over to the graveyard and I borrowed some stuff from the No Longer Alive club, and I also cleared out a zombie spawner. This was a mistake on my part since I could have probably made a farm from that, but I then went back to the house to start the construction of my mine. I also got a friend down in the mine. I named him Dwayne the Pebble, and I put him on the floor. And well, then night fell, I went outside and got jump scared by the creeper head. I killed some of the zombies, and then some sort of boil-covered zombie blew up part of the fence. I quickly went to sleep so I could start the repairs. First thing on day 4, I repaired the fence, and then I went down to mine some more resources. I put down some more stairs, and then I mined for the rest of the day really. It's quite a boring day, I know, but I promise the next ones will be more interesting. So day 5 started with me crafting some copper armor and some copper pickaxes, and then went out to explore my surroundings. I found some geet. Is that even the plural for goat? One goat, many geet. That's really stupid. Either way, I found some geet, and then I cut down some trees, and I found a body of water. I found a glitch where the mist actually dispersed when I am between water and land, you know? I saw a village further away, and then I tried to go over there, but on the way I found some grave-robbing pillagers called Hare and Burke. I killed them. After looting the chest, or well, the grave, I guess, I went back to the house and found some weird-looking purplish block outside. I didn't really realize at this time what that block was, so I just let it be. I crafted a new fancy silver pickaxe, along with some cool new silver armor as well. And well, then I went down to mine again. I found a cave, but I decided I would explore that some other day, so I just covered it up a little bit of cobblestone. I then went back up and headed to bed. So at the start of day 6 I made 2 buckets out of the iron I had gathered before. This was so I could get some water to make a farm. I then went down to the village I had seen from the water. I borrowed some plants from them, well, potatoes and carrots more specifically. Also a beetroot or 2. And I then found some sort of weird obelisk with eyes of ender and spooky stuff in a chest beside it.
I then went up on the obelisk and grabbed the ruby block that was sitting there.
That's such a good idea, right? Totally can't go wrong.
I then came back to the house and I decided to plant all the carrots and potatoes that I had borrowed from the villagers.
And well, after doing that I went inside to sleep. Before doing so, I pondered what the name of this flower in my chest was. Dandelion or dandelion? I couldn't really decide. I put some bone meal on the plants on my farm to make them grow faster. And then a wandering trader showed up at the house. I totally didn't trap him to make him stay. I made a makeshift little hobbit hole for him to live in. I fenced it up, and all that work took the entire day basically. I decided to expand the fence and also make it 2 blocks tall, so nothing could jump over it. For this I had to cut down 2 of these massive trees I have around the house. For that I got around 2 stacks of logs. I also got a boar head, and when I got back I put that up on the wall and then I went to sleep. Wasn't really that eventful, but I went down in the mines to get more resources. I explored some of the caves, found a lot of cool stuff actually, but still no diamonds. I then went up and planted some trees. I cut down the last part of a tree I had missed, and then I made the biggest mistake of my career. I mined the purplish block I had found a few days prior, and guess what it did? It spawned 3 bosses right on me. A dragon with swords, a big cactus, and some disgusting bug creature. I tried to dig a tunnel back to my house and I killed the bug. And I finally got into the cellar. By this it was night, so I went up to sleep in hopes that they would probably despawn. And when I woke up on day 10, the dragon boss had actually despawned, lucky me. And well, the cactus boss soon followed. But I knew I had to be more careful in the future, because mistakes like that could kill me really easily. I took some carrots, and I went out to get some animals back to the base. I found a pig, and I brought it back to a little fence cage I had made. And I also went back and found some geet. I can never get over that fucking word. And I brought them back. And one of the geet didn't really want to go in the cage, so I punched him in it. And that made it have some sort of spasm, and it ran around in the cage and took damage like every 5 seconds, and then it died. This made me very sad. To try to lessen my feelings of emptiness, I went out and I found some other pigs and I brought them back to the base, and then I went to sleep.
Editing Carlson here. So I noticed that I forgot to make an outro, so I'll make this one with my new and cool mic. Thank you if you actually stayed to watch the entire video, I really appreciate that. I'll put a one singular nice video right there in the middle of the screen for you to watch if you wanna. Alright, I'd appreciate if you did. Yeah, and until next time when you get to see the other parts, have a good one.